bring in a different point of view. Joining us now, Democratic member of the Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut. And laying into that, I'll read from your tweet. Every time I went to Afghanistan, I met with a new general who told me the last general did it wrong and that this time was different. Is it time for perhaps a different take on the issue? And what do you think of the president's announcement?
Well, I think the president did the right thing. I think a decision to stay for another year would have effectively been a decision to stay forever. At some point, you have to accept the facts on the ground. This is America's longest war in our 240-year history. It is not a cold conflict. It is different than our troop presence in Germany or in South Korea because there is an active fight happening inside Afghanistan. And what you've seen over especially the last 5 years is the Taliban continue to advance because our presence in that country ends up being recruitment fodder for the Taliban and other extremist groups, and it becomes a crutch for the Afghan government. They don't really need to make the hard choices to be able to defend themselves or to be able to root out corruption so long as the American presence is there. So I think the decision that President Biden was making was not really a decision to stay another year, another 2 years. It was a decision as to whether we were going to permanently have 2,500, 5,000 troops in Afghanistan. And of course, this is a choice. This is a week in which the Chinese are saber rattling around Taiwan. The Russians are amassing troops on the Ukrainian border. We don't have limitless resources. And as you've mentioned on the show already this morning, Al-Qaeda has been degraded to the point where they have maybe 200 fighters in the entire country. They don't have the ability to directly plan attacks against the United States. It's time for our troops to come home, and it's time for the military to be able to reorient against threats that are much more serious to the United States and to the international rule of law.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.